Hello people of the internet, my name is Aidan and welcome to this somewhat redundant 1.8 update overview. It has been almost a year since 1.7 was released and there is a lot of stuff to cover. In fact, enough to fill 24 snapshots and 3 pre-releases, so we'd better get on with it, hadn't we? The addition which I am most excited for is of course the new blocks added. We have been given granite, diorite and andesite, which by themselves look fairly rubbish or grainy and nasty and stuff. However, they can in fact be crafted in much the same way as stone brick to give the polished varieties of the block. So polished andesite, polished diorite and of course polished granite, which I do think you'll agree look an awful lot better, much smoother and much cleaner. The next new block that we have been graced with is the red sandstone. It's just like sandstone but with this nice brown reddish orangey colour, which I quite like actually. The chiseled variety appears to have a wither etched onto it, which is slightly worrying, but we shall disregard it. There is also a smooth sandstone variety. And there's all of our new blocks all together in one place. The next addition is one that I am rather unnecessarily excited for. It is of course the coarse dirt. This block is just like regular dirt, slightly different texture, but it doesn't allow grass to grow on it. In this example, it can be used in the construction of a road to give you the impression of the pathway that is there, but without risking the collapse of the visual structure with the encroachment of grass. Another sizable change is the craftability of cracked and mossy stone varieties. Cracked stone brick can be made by smelting stone brick in a furnace, while also stone brick and cobblestone can be crafted with vines to create mossy stone brick and mossy cobblestone. There is also this thing, which we shall come to shortly. Another expansion of a Minecrafter's building potential is the addition of fancy doors. Of course we all know the old oak and iron door, but now there are spruce doors, birch doors, jungle doors, acacia doors and dark oak doors. And there they are all together with their corresponding makeup material above them. In addition to this, a new wood type for every fence has been added. And the crafting recipe has now changed to accommodate a wooden plank so you may select the colour of your fence. A change that has been ruffling a few feathers is those to enchanting. The system has been entirely overhauled so that enchanting now requires experience levels and lapis lazuli. However, instead of taking all 30 levels for a level 30 enchantment, it will take a number of levels equivalent to the tier of the enchantment. So for example, one piece of lapis means it will take 1 experience level, and a tier 3 enchantment will take 3 experience levels. Now, as you are seeing here, the UI for enchanting has changed. It now gives you a hint as to what enchantment you are going to get. So as you saw, it said I would get an Unbreaking 3, and I in fact also got Projectile Protection 4. The enchantment table will tell you what enchantment you certainly will get, and then you may potentially get others in addition. This brings us neatly to our next feature. All that fancy enchanted armor needs to be displayed somewhere. Well, 1.8 has the perfect feature for you. The craftable armor stands for all your decorating and gloating needs. A couple of new mobs have been added to the game. Most notably, the bunny rabbit. Aw, aren't they just so sweet? They're just so sweet. Look at them little bouncing around like that. Oh, they're bouncing around and oh, you're so lovely. And look at them. Actually, no, they're quite horrible, aren't they? They must die! Rabbits frequently drop rabbit hide and raw rabbit meat, but also have a slim chance of dropping the elusive rabbit's foot, which we shall come to shortly. Now, you might be wondering what this rabbit hide is for. It can't be used for armor, can't be used to make a slab, and can't be used to make a block. Try as I might, I could not find a use for this bloody thing. As well as this, an individual known as an endermite has also been added to the game. They are rumoured to spawn whenever an enderman teleports. However, even after creating a bustling metropolis and spawning thousands of them at a time, I could not get one to spawn. So there's an endermite. It's a sort of horrible, purple, squiggly, squishy, squashy, squeaky thing that makes a rather satisfying plop when it hits the ground. A number of new sources of sustenance have been added to the game, including the aforementioned rabbit meat. Cooking this will raise its hunger refilling capacity from 1.5 to 3. Cooked rabbit meat can also be crafted within a bowl with a carrot, a baked potato and a mushroom to create a rabbit stew. Delicious. Also, it turns out that these fluffy buggers have finally gained some nutritional value. Sheep now drop 1 to 2 pieces of mutton, which can of course be cooked, raising the hunger refilling capacity from 1 to 3. And here's me running around like a madman, flailing my sword, attempting to lower my hunger so I may prove this, while failing to notice that I was in fact playing on peaceful mode. A key feature of 1.8, at least as far as I'm concerned. Crafted much the same as a sign, but with the wooden planks being replaced with blocks of wool. When placed in the world, the banner appears to sway gently, as though it were in a light breeze. Now of course the main purpose of the banners is to make your own flags. You can do this with multiple layers applied directly to the banner. There it is again in the world with the layer applied. And here, set up for your very own viewing pleasure, is just about every layer that I could find. There are of course many more, and I will post a link below detailing all the possible layers and their crafting recipes. Now, if I take this blue banner and I cross it with white dye, like so, and then intersect that cross with red dye, like that, then I can create an early version of the Union flag. Now this is a very simple example of what is possible with banners, and here are a few more complex examples. The sponge block has finally been returned to us, with its full water-absorbing abilities. A sponge can only be used once before it becomes a wet sponge, however I do think this is a little bit skittish. The other addition to this category is the slime block, which as you are seeing here acts as a sort of trampoline, catapulting you half the distance back into the air that you fell from. The slime block also acts as a sort of extender for the effects of a sticky piston, moving any block attached to the slime block. This means you can begin to create some pretty crazy patterns that move in unison. Or you can create a sort of crazy catapult thing by multiplying the effects. The rabbit's foot can in fact be used in brewing. If brewed into an awkward potion, the rabbit's foot will produce a potion of leaping, giving the jump boost effect. This can of course be increased with the use of glowstone and extended with the use of redstone. Jump Boost 2 allows you to jump over fences, but not quite 2 blocks. Now where did this thing come from? Well, my friends, it came from a place of many adventures, and I wouldn't want to ruin that for you. I shall leave you to discover the answer to that. With that, it is time for me to leave you with the glory of a stable 40-ish frames per second, without Optifine, and with the clouds turned on. My goodness, Mojang finally fixed their damn game. Anyway, I do believe that is everything of tangible significance. So as always, I do hope you've enjoyed. I do hope you were informed about Minecraft Update 1.8. I will see you when I see you. Goodbye.